Harvard professors have their cardigans in a clump over increases in their health premiums, all due to Obamacare, the same monstrosity these jackasses foisted on America. The added costs are due to new coverage that offers mammograms for men, stuff these hacks were happy with when they were exempt from such nonsense. Like Michelle Obama mandating kumquats for high schoolers while she enjoys a plate of fries, the greater good never includes them, because the greater good sucks. So now we see the idiots that Jonathan Gruber had been referring to all along. They were his fellow freaks on the faculty. Enjoy this. It rarely happens when elitists inherit the stinky little bed they made. Usually their harmful decisions only affect us, but never them. Their outrage reveals their hypocrisy. If a program they extol is so good, how come they don't want it? It's like saying that paying taxes is patriotic, unless you're Al Sharpton. Here's why the professors are ticked. Their average salary is almost $200,000, and they're stuck with a $250 deductible. Think about what that means. That the singular marking of a modern academic is greed. That paying their fair share means not paying at all. As liberals, they accrue luxuries they happily deny others. No wonder they're so upset. Sunlight burns a vampire. So, DP, the professors called their new plan deplorable and deeply regressive. Isn't that awesome?
Awesome. It sounds like something that we said about Obamacare.
Exactly.
Before. I don't know if they thought that they were above the fray, but I suppose what is going on is that what they really want is a special carve-out for the professors, where they would get, where everybody else would be under a single payer plan, which is what they probably really wanted. But they would have the special care that only Harvard professors
they're
would get.
Smart.
So they thought that they were separate but more equal than everybody else.
Eric, so get this. The average American annual deductible is $1,200. Theirs is $250. It just shows you how far removed they are.
It's still a supreme plan. It's still phenomenal. They're still making off way better than the average American. I wrote a couple lines. Karma meet Harvard elitist bastards. Harvard elitist bastards meet karma. Lay down with dogs, wake up with Obamacare. Harvard found a way to be smart and supremely stupid at the same time. Why didn't they read it before they had such a huge opinion on it?
Oh, because you had to pass it so you could know what was in it.
Remember that?
It all comes full circle.
Well, also because they thought they were going to get taken care of, right? They didn't think this was going to. They thought their guy had, you know, good intentions. Was going to look after them like he did for the unions. But aha, you've been duped too, Harvard.
Well, let me ask you, Bob. Can they defend their outrage at all? They're basically eating the crap sandwich they made for America.
I think it's wonderful. I think to see him first of all, I think anybody who's complaining about this because they're paying a bigger deductible, that make that kind of money, ought to shut up and recognize that people who can't afford insurance in this country, and they need it. So those Harvard professors got to pay for some poor people who can't get insurance. Good.
There's more. They're going to get nailed with the Cadillac tax, too, which we told them about.
Let them be nailed with it.
Nothing is for free.
So what?
No, but they passed this. They pushed it to get passed. Because...
And now they shouldn't complain about it. I couldn't agree with you.
But they pushed back on all the things that we warned on Fox and other conservative...
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah, Bob. Oh, yeah, we talked about Obamacare quite a bit. And all the things that the promises that they were making.
Yeah, did you take a sleeping pill during that segment?
We didn't expect it. What a great place. What a great place from Harvard finding out first how bad it is.
No, but Bob, it's not taking credit. It's the fact that when you are mocked by the establishment media for pointing out something that was horribly wrong, and then that establishment suddenly realizes, holy crap, there's something horribly wrong when it affects them. That's a bit hypocritical.
No, I understand the hypocrisy here, but I find it to be, I think it is good. I think it is working. I think people ought to pay more who can afford to pay more. Simple as that. If we're up to me to be a single payer plan.
Well, we pulled the fire alarm and they stayed in the building.
Yeah, we did it all by ourselves. By God.
Kimberly, this is another example of progressives heralding a program they never want implemented on themselves.
Absolutely. They don't. It's hypocritical. And the problem is, you know who's paying this? The middle class is the one that's suffering, because there's people that are going to doctors across America and asking, oh, no, don't put that extra test or something else in, because they don't want to have to forced to pay something that they can't afford. That's the real downside. I worry about people who aren't going to be able to get tests and examinations done that could be life-saving, because this is a real financial impact.
That's why I'm going door to door doing my own checkups. Dana,
oh my gosh.
I have to commend, you must commend as well, the New York Times for actually writing this piece, because it must have been incredibly hard for them to out their comrades.
I don't know. In some ways, I think it's just so delicious that any good journalist would want to report on it. And like Bob's making fun of them too. That doesn't mean necessarily that they wouldn't want to go back to pre-Obamacare days. What they really want is to go even further to a single payer.
To a single payer.
Can you stretch your answer out to about 50 more seconds?
Sure. I will talk about, there was a story in USA Today, actually, that has to deal with this, which is the other real impact, which more businesses talking about hiring part-time workers to soften the impact.
Right.
So a part-time worker is not like a Harvard professor, obviously. They're not making $200,000 a year, but they're being cut in hours so that they don't have to get the Obamacare piece, and so they're being forced into Medicaid, which we all know is a subpar system.
Yeah, there you go.
How was that for
Well done. That was 43